Chatfish. I'm downloading an update. Don't look. It's inappropriate. Just what? No, I'm kidding. Just how are you doing, little fishies? Oh my god! Oh, holy shit! Can't believe this happened. Chatfish, absolutely flabbergasted. Okay, I can stop covering my screen. There was nothing to actually cover. I was doing it as a meme. Doing Chatfish music at an actual venue might get a lot of sideward glances. Sideways glances. You braggers. Oh, whoa. Blackness. Welcome to the stream. Yes, chat, we did win the Super Earth battle. Oh, is it done updating? But just real quickly, for those who want some clarity and closure, Super Earth was won. The war is won. We did it, chat bros. We did it. And now, we can take a break from Super Earth. I can play a different video game for a bit. Thank fuck. Need a vacation. Need a vacation, Chatfish. Chatfish. Ah, it's my AC. I'll go turn it off. Harley gifts a bunch of memberships before the start of the stream. Thank you for the gift of memberships. We are very close to yesterday's goal. I don't know what that said. It just closed. Why did it do that? I don't know what's happening. Well, it's a good thing I tested that backup thing. If this does work, I hope not. All right, doing a little validating. There we go. So how's Chatfish doing? You having a good day today? On my way to Orlando for a buddy's B-Day? Oh yeah, grunchy brunchy. Well, make sure you drive extra safe, little grunster. I'm a fish and I'm swinging my fin, swinging my fin, swinging my fin. Oh my god. I'm tracking. I'll show up on stream later after I actually get some work done because I'm a little chumbaloid. That's true. You are a native-born chumbasaur. Chumbasaurs are known to be native-born. Like, yeah, native-born to where? Nobody knows. Game, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. I don't know. Just waiting. Okay, there we go. Awaken Realms. Famad. Famad. As opposed to Famad. God damn it. Well, we're verifying integrity of Catchy. They must have dropped a new patch. Alright, back to Vigigaming. The druids were blamed for spreading the weirdness, and were eventually annihilated during the Charred Conclave, where they burned. Well, what do you think they made? I would scream too if I bursted into flames. Alright, let's see. Okay. Stretch. There we go. Quests, what do we got? It's been so long since I played, so we gotta get recapped. Alright, so we were killing monsters and stuff. We were doing stuff. There's some quests down here. We gotta get some wood. That's one thing that's apparent. The wood refreshes in the merchant shop every once in a while. Not going to restart. I want to restart a little bit, but I'm not going to. If Chatfish make today's goal and say they want me to restart, I'll do it. But if they make today's goal and then they don't want me to restart, then I won't. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. But, like, playing this game makes me kind of want to restart. Because it's one of those things where, like, now that I played it, it's got that... Look at you. Can I even hit you? Can't. My little axle waddle. How do you wait again? I forget. Oh, I think you can't wait via doing this. Okay. Oh, X consume. Z is first person. You gotta make a little campfire. I believe 8 p.m. is 8 a.m. was when they come around. Welcome to stream, Eric. Hope you have a good day. Alright, they should be waking up and coming to their job stations, I think. Here, you know what? I'll wait another hour because I'm impatient. There he is. Wait, why am I going here? No, you're not the guy I'm looking for. I'm looking for the blacksmith. Oh my god, I forgot which dude I'm looking for. Where was the blacksmith? He was on the left-hand side facing, I think. Yep, there he is. Yeah, we need to talk to the blacksmith guy. Why do I need to talk to him again? Oh my god, chat, help. What the hell was I doing? Morty donates $10 to restart. Thank you for the donation. That's $10 closer. Then we'll let chat do a little bit of voting on it, because I want to make sure that Chatfish are on board with that. Because there's a lot with character building now that we know, and like the story. There's so much different that we could do. You don't get many visitors, do you? But I'm also not opposed to continuing. I'm not either or. Open shop. Okay. Oh yes, wood. Yeah, we can buy his wood. Give brain damage from his battles on Super Earth? Yeah. Chad, I've got Super Earth PTSD. I had a dream that I was seeing overships overhead. And I'm like, no! I'm kidding, I didn't have a dream about that. I had a dumb dream. It was about, like, back when I was a little kid and I was at a friend's house. And, like, we did, like, a sleepover. And, like, we were playing, like, PlayStation 1 games. And then I woke up and I'm like, why do I really want to play PlayStation 1 games now? I'm like, oh, because I had a dream about it. PlayStation 1 and 2. Just weird. Weird dream. Weird nonsensical dream. Reliving weird childhood moments throughout my life over and over again lately. Kind of annoying. Okay. Oh, the dock. There we go. Kibbs, if you have your summon spell equipped, aim at an enemy and click the spell do not hold, and it will tell your summons to attack them. Thank you for your thank you for mentioning that. I do remember that.
Buy something or bugger off.
He's kind of mean, isn't he? Do I have like a bunch of burning embers? What the hell? I'll keep 2 duplicate spells, because, you know, why not? But, like, a bajillion copies of the same spell is a bit redundant. Fool's Rush, coach weapon, and 60 armor, inflicting chill build. That's interesting. We're making a decent amount of coinage. Some jars to stuff Chatfish into. Nice. Master Morty wants his super chat to go to your choice, Chumpus. He likes Chumpus. He's like, Chumpus, I want you to know I like you a what? And Chumpus, like, kisses him on the lips. It's like, what the hell? What are you guys doing? Stop that. It's fucking weird. And they kiss again. Even though I tell them to stop. Even though I tell them to stop. Stop doing that. It's weird. Weird fish. Alright, let's see. Was there one of these guys that had a quest for the bridge thing? Was it you? No.
Feels like I'm breathing.
No, it's not Gobon. Who's the guy who wanted me to fix the dock? I can't remember. Was it the guy up here? Oh, like fix the dock. That's the important part. Frozen arms, feared gas. The Teenan keeper repair. Okay, there we go. Teenan. We need to find Teenan. Oh, Teenan, yeah, he's the guy who does. Yep, that's the guy.
Ah, that's you. Do you need something?
I fixed the deck.
You did? I thought I heard some hammering. Huh, well, thank you for that. Truly. One less thing to worry about, right? Here, I put aside some money from my budget. You've earned it. And you have my gratitude.
Do you need my help with anything else?
I'd ask you to fix the refugee barracks, but, well, there's no budget for making people's lives slightly less miserable. We'd have to do with something less spectacular. There are two places around here that could use some fixing up. First, there's the old gate. It used to be a proud marker for our territory. But now it's more of a sorry welcome sign. Then, there's the monument to the sea creature. It's been weathered down by the salty breeze, and honestly, it's starting to look less monumental and more pathetic. If you could restore them, it would do wonders for morale. And maybe even impress Fergus. What do you say?
I'm in.
Ah, that's the spirit. I knew I could count on you. Once those are back in shape, this place might start looking like it's cared for again.
I like how it's like, should we improve the living conditions first? Nay. Nay. Their living conditions can wait. I need 50 wood. Okay, so basically this is the thing, we come back, every time we come back here, we get some wood, we repair it, and basically that's going to make it all better. Okay. We could always check to see if that wood thing lets us regenerate the amount of wood we can harvest there, or maybe not. Oh, excuse me, chatfishies. Or we could just quickly do the resting system and just get it done that way. Let's see if we can use this again. We can! Now we need 50 wood units. Okay. We have a total of how much wood? Let us take a look in our inventory, shall we, chat? $46 units. That's not enough. Okay, well, let's rest a day. A spell. Yeah, let's use that word, verbiage. Rest for a whole 24 hours. Welcome stream, rest again. Hope you're having a good day. Let's see. Oh, wait, he's not the blacksmith. So make our way to the blacksmith. We'll check to see if his inventory or stock replenishes after a day. It might be after a couple of odd days. I'm not entirely sure. But now we get to know.
Oh, no.
Open shop. It did replenish. That is enough units of wood to do what we need to do. Alright, now we're going to head back over and we're going to see if we can fix up that gate, and then we fix up the statue, not the living conditions, because, you know, God forbid those refugees have some homes. Those little bastards will live in that sea salt tainted air for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of tripping hazards when I look at the wooden ramp here. Look at that. All fixed up. Now there was some statue he wanted to fix too. Somewhere along the coast, it was called a monument. A monument, you say? A monument to all of chat's sins, perhaps? I don't see a monument out here, do you? Oh, there it is, up there. On that cliff face. Alright, chat, we're gonna make our way up there. Alright, chatfishes, let's go. Let's repair a monument. That's not a monument, apparently. I thought it was. Bick. Maybe something up here. Ah, let's talk to him. I don't see a monument anywhere. Or wait, hold on. Before we talk to him, let's simply just open up our journal. Go to quests. Let's see. The totem overlooking the village. Oh, that totem. It's fallen over. Okay, yeah, I've jumped on it even. 50 wood. This seems to be just like yeah, you can come back and check it kind of quest. Meanwhile, Kibbs is like, nah, man, I got you. I got you, fam. We're gonna restore this glorious village. It will be a proud village, a proud seafaring village. Chatfishes will fish here many days. They'll come down here and be like, well, I'm so proud of the fact that the buildings don't look like they're falling over. Okay, we're gonna waddle on up here, boys. We're gonna grab ourselves some wood, as you call it. Wood. Now you played the game for a good bit. What's your impression of it? I like it. It's basically like a more interesting sort of Elder Scrolls style game. Does it replace Elder Scrolls? Not particularly, but it's a better game. And it stands on its own 2 feet with its own lore and mythos. The one criticism I have is one that I kind of share with Binsky, where the world is very serious, and a lot of the quests are relatively serious, but some of the side quests and characters are a bit too jovial. Too jovial. But I guess maybe they're just making light of a rather dark situation. I think some of the characters should feel a little bit more bleak, I guess. Not like grim dark level, but a little bit more dark fantasy flair, if you will.
Sometimes it's nice.
Because the atmosphere and mood is very much oppressive. Okay, we're gonna wait another spell just to confirm. Nice thing is it's just instant, so it's like whoop. Alright, do we have enough before we go down there? Don't want to go all the way down there to find out we don't have enough wood. Okay. Wood. 70 units of wood. That is more than enough. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. And welcome streamer aristocratic Cthulhu. Hope you've been a good Cthulhu fish. It's a Cthulhu fish. Do you even have a chatfish, Cthulhu? We're doing a program right now to help incentivize chatfishes by helping raise money for chatfishes that need a bucketfish. Of a custom bucketfish. That goes for you too, Rustigan, if you want one. You can apply to enter one by going to the Discord server and letting us know you're interested. Because chatfish have been doing little funds to help basically fund chatfish for everybody. An initiative in order to get everyone in the bucket a chatfish. That goes for you too, heretical fish. I have multiple. Good. Now why aren't you wearing them? Wear with pride. You're like wearing like a little lolly drawing instead. When you should be a chatfish. A lolfish, if you will. A lolfish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had more. In fact, I think... Do you have an animated fish? No, I don't know. It's always hard to tell. Hasn't been active in thousands of years. Some people's chatfishies are wiggly.
Ah, it's you.
The gate and the monument are fixed.
I know. The gate's standing proud again. And that monument. Well, it actually looks like something worth remembering now. Folks around here might not say much, but they'll notice. A place that looks cared for makes people care more in return. Good work. If I had a medal to give, I'd pin it on you myself. Maybe Fergus will even crack a smile. Or at least grunted approval. That's about as good as praise gets from him. Either way, you've done well. If something else comes up, I'll let you know. Ah, it's you.
Has anything else happened recently?
No, not really. Fortunately.
Okay, I think we got that taken care of. There you go, Cthulhu. That's better. Now you look like the Cthulhu I know and want to touch. He's like, nah. Screams. Grab that little fish. It's like, my little fins. My little fin. What do you mean, your little fins? You mean my little fins? Look at that little ridge fin. What do you call it? Dorsal fin. So dorsally. What the hell? You look ornate.
Excuse me, could you get me a clean glass? And I mean clean, not just wiped 3 times with a dirty rag.
Do I look like a bar wench to you?
I'm not sure. I don't mean to say that you peasants all look the same, but you have to understand it's quite difficult for people like me to tell anyone apart in this dreariness. Especially since there seems to be so many people like you here. I thought the South was supposed to be more secluded.
And I thought the highborn had better manners.
Well, I'm sorry if you felt offended. I won't bother you anymore.
Good.
Well, I'm sorry if you felt...
Are you a Japanese warrior?
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I've tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer?
What is this about?
You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get along. My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon.
Great to meet you. What are you doing here?
Oh, biding my time, until a brave adventurer with a death wish comes along and asks if there's anything they can help me with.
I see. I can help you out. Tell me what you need.
Oh, surprising. I'm looking for someone who will help me find a certain artifact. So, are you interested, child?
This child needs to know the details first.
I came to the Horns of the South because I found a fascinating book. It referred to a certain object, a figure most likely, which has the ability to dispel the worriedness like a menhir can. Apparently, it can be found on the ship called Andraste, which sank over 100 years ago somewhere in this area. However, when I asked those nincompoops about it, they just laughed at me. They said that the Andraste wasn't carrying anything of value, and even if it was, they wouldn't freeze their butts off in those chilly waters.
Tell me about this book.
The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Lightkeeper. He was one of the more notable keepers. In his waning years, he became an adjutant to Captain Lex. But it's best if you read it yourself. You can read, can't you?
Rustigan become a bubble cultist. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to get your ranks in the Discord server, Rustigan. Appreciate the support.
Carefully, and after you're done, come to me, and I'll tell you more. A deal?
Can't you just summarize it for me? Fine. Could you hand me the book, my lady?
And they say young people don't want to learn anything. Come on, chop, chop, chop. Get to reading.
The book disappeared faster than I could read it. God damn it, game. I go to bed, go to books. We got some reading to do, bucket boys. Oh, what's this? The head of Bromar. Okay, that's a kill quest. This is the young boy's letter. My name is Sinan. I'm 7 years old. You hurt my family and me mad. I promise I will get revenge on you. You think I small, but I not. Mama say small candle burn darkness. But I be small candle. I burn darkness. You do to family. Papa teach me brave and smirt. I learn and grow big. When I big, I find you and make you pay. You no hurt family anymore. You see, I no forgive you. What? I don't remember hurting anyone's family. Don't remember. Or unless it letters to somebody else. Alvis the Lightkeeper. It was not a good place, especially for not for humans. The odd instruments used for God knows what, the signs written in a strange language, and that disturbing figure to this day. The mere memory of it makes me shiver. And to think that all of this was, and maybe still is, lurking so close to the horns of the South. If you ask me, they should bury the entrance to that mine and seal it up forever. I tried to convince Captain Lex not to take anything from those accursed chambers, but he wouldn't listen. The four-armed figure didn't look like all that much to me, but I could see how alluring it was to the captain. It reminded me of those strange menhirs I heard about from the inland villagers, only not so impressive in stature. On the captain's orders, we threw the cargo into the hold and steered towards the Isle of the Dead, and its island asylum, Isle of the Dead. Writing these words and reflecting on everything that happened afterwards, I realized how cruel the name is. I was wrenched from my musings by a roaring sound, almost like a clap of thunder. It knocked me off my feet, flinging me at the mast like a rag doll. It took a while for me to realize that something had hit the bottom of the ship. Something huge. Water flooded the deck. People were running and around, screaming. Well, at least those who hadn't already been thrown overboard earlier. I had no idea what was happening. Did Nolly ram us into some rocks? Then came another blow, this time port side. That was when I saw her. Every sailor in the South has heard stories about the terror from the deep. And there she was. Her scaly body gleamed before my eyes. For only a moment, but it was a sight I will never forget, as long as I live. The ship was sinking, yet I could not stop staring at the spot where I had seen the sea monster. A moment later, a piece of mast hit me in the head, and I lost consciousness. To this day, I do not know whether I owe my survival to the will of the gods, or a twist of fate, or a whim of that monster. Why me? Was I chosen to tell this story? If so, then that is what I shall do. And I humbly offer my thanks to the forces I cannot comprehend for giving me the chance to fulfill this task. An ancient bucket fishy, yes. Read everything challenge? Well, so long as Chatfish find the streams, yeah, of course I'll read everything. If they don't, I'll start skipping things that I don't find interesting. Because, well, you know, we only have limited time.
And? Have you read The Last Voyage of the Andraste?
Yes.
Oh, splendid, splendid. Oh, it's an excellent book, don't you think? Now, let's test your reading comprehension. According to Elvis the Lightkeeper, in the mine near the Horns of the South, they found something that they took with them on the ship. Do you remember what that was, child?
A figure of a sea monster, an old book, a precious gem, a figure of a four-dweller.
That's right. This is the artifact I'm looking for. One that might be vital to repelling the wordness. According to Elvis'
Reading comprehension test, Chatfish.
He is smaller than a menhir, and light enough that they were able to carry it to the ship without any trouble. Were it small, it would probably have been placed in Captain Lex's quarters instead of in the hold. I've estimated it should be about 1 meter tall. Good. Next question. What was the Andraste's destination?
Yeah, it's on the forlorn swords, the horn to the south.
And you're telling me you've read it?
Oh, whoops.
By the All-Mother, it's like dealing with a 10. Come back when you've done.
Damn it. Damn it. Listen, I was reading, but I wasn't quite digesting, if you will. The book was a bit of a potato. Alright, so let me guess. It's broken into questions for each section. Her scaly body gleamed. Okay, no, that's before it's riding the Isle of the Dead. Into the hold. Steered towards the Isle of the Dead and its island asylum, Isle of the Dead. Isle of the Dead. I do it. I was like, it's got to be near this house or the house because it was here, but it crashed here.
Good. What?
Island asylum.
Correct. Captain Lex must have thought
Chatfish.
paying generously for a four-dweller artifact. Last question. What sank the Andraste?
A sea monster.
Yes, you did well, child. I can see that you were paying attention. According to Elvis,
Snaps her
the
neck.
Andraste was
She's
sunk
like,
by the
"Eh."
legendary terror from the deep. But if you want to know more,
Good luck at work
ask
for me,
your
Gus.
keeper friends. They should be much better informed. Now, all you need to do is find the wreck of the Andraste and retrieve the mysterious figure.
Where exactly did she sink?
Oh, if only I knew. It must have happened somewhere on the way between the Horns of the South and the Island Asylum. Oh, but where exactly? Fortunately, I know something that could help us. In the Horns of the South Museum, there are some extremely interesting books and documents lying around and collecting dust. Can you imagine having such treasures at hand and choosing to completely ignore them? Oh, barbarians. Among them, you'll find the Andraste's logbook, which was saved by Elvis. I've read it, of course, but I know nothing about sailing. I'm sure such a competent child as yourself will handle it much better. Go to the Horns of the South Museum, read the logbook, and then tell me whether you managed to locate the wreck of the Andraste.
Going to the south and tickle Chatfish. Like, ho, 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 ho. And then they look at you mad, like, got tickled. I'm gonna go to a library and read a logbook that will tell me that chatfishies are fat fishies. That's true. Fat fishies are chatfishies. And if chatfishies aren't fat fishies, then I don't know what's happening anymore, chat. I don't know where I am. I don't know where you are. You know, maybe you're under my desk. Maybe you're under my chair. I don't know. Maybe you're on the ceiling. You know, it's entirely possible. You know, I've seen chatfish up there before. Chatfish is like crawling around up there, getting stuck. It's like screaming loudly. Just what chatfish do. They wander, they waffle, they roll around, and they do all these things because they are quite round. Alright, we gotta go up. Upsy daisy, chatfish. Now, what do you think happened to the wreck of the Andraste? Do you think it was a sea monster? Do you think that will be devoured by a sea monster, chat? Big thinkies. Chunky, chunky chatfish. Chunky, chunky chatfish. They're so goddamn chunky. Alright, let's see. Okay, that didn't quite lead anywhere, I don't think. That's stealing. I need more healing. I need chatfish.
Welcome to the Museum of the Horns of the South, the southernmost keep under Camelot's jurisdiction. My name is Ridderick, and I will be happy to introduce you to the rich history of this fascinating place. A history that began 623 years ago with the first keeper, Sewell Firstfoot. I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits that are, as I like to say, inanimate witnesses of the history of the Horns of the South.
Tell me about the museum.
It began in the
Let's
year
grab a drink.
542. It is the crowning achievement of a group of keepers who were fascinated with Sewell Firstfoot. It took them years of tremendous effort to finally open an institution devoted to research and education, worthy of commemorating Sewell's great legacy. The first keeper of the museum was Gladwin Flanagan, who was personally appointed by Captain Verach the Black.
Oh. Sewell, I think I've heard about him.
I don't doubt it. Since Sewell Firstfoot was a remarkable figure, well known to every keeper, drawing on available sources,
This guy sounds
we
like
can
G-Man.
claim with almost absolute certainty.
We can make
Sewell
Vertical Nerd the new
Firstfoot
bounty target.
was the first man who ever set foot on the island of Avalon.
Ouch.
As you can probably guess, that's where his moniker, Firstfoot, comes from.
But that was just the first of his many great deeds.
Oh, of course. Sewell was an outstanding commander whose strategic mind, bravery, and charisma contributed to our capture of the South from the Four Dwellers. He was also the founder of the Horns of the South, so I can say with absolute conviction that if it were not for Sewell Firstfoot, we wouldn't even be standing here having this conversation.
Exhibits. What exactly do you have here?
The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find
Harley gives the membership.
area, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles,
Thank you for getting your membership,
coins,
Harlot.
religious artifacts.
Not that I wish to imply that you've been sleeping on the job. Wake up and smell the ashes. It sounds like G-Man, doesn't it, Chad? So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes. Interesting. And which exhibits are the most remarkable?
Well, I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal horn and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil. What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era.
You have Sewell's authentic boots? Can you tell me more about them? Have you smelled them?
Yes, it's remarkable, isn't it? You can find them in the central display. Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied at the top with a leather strap. The seam goes through the middle of the instep, which is decorated with ornamental embroidery. On the outer side of each shoe, you can find a decorative brass buckle with the motif of the Camelotian bear. It is notable that even after 600 years, they are still excellently preserved, which is unusual considering the high humidity in this area. It means that even the keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of Sewell's boots, and therefore made sure to adequately preserve them.
The signal horn sounds interesting.
It is indeed an interesting exhibit. The horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It is 50 centimeters long and made of the horn of an ox. It is the color of yellowed bone, with some ash-gray discoloration on the narrow end. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its wider side and at the middle. The shape of the fittings suggests that the horn was hanging on a leather strap, which, unfortunately, has not survived to this day.
Tell me more about King Arthur's tableware. Perhaps his spork, if you will.
It's a memento of the visit of the legendary ruler of Avalon. Impressive, isn't it? The tableware is made of tin coated with silver. It consists of a plate, a bowl, and a chalice. The edges are decorated with the motifs of Camelot, a crown and a bear. However, those ornaments are of visibly low quality. That detail, and the fact that those are the only wares from that time that have survived to this day, leads us to conclude that this set was cast specifically for that occasion, and that it was finished by a person unfamiliar with this kind of craft, perhaps a blacksmith or an armorer.
Master Morty donates $5 and says, paying it forward since my chatfish was funded for by a fellow resident of the bucket. Hashtag chatfish fund. That is very kind of you and very generous. Thank you for the donation. Dude, is he talking to this guy? Yeah, I'm still talking to this guy. This guy's G-Man, but in Avalon. Not that I wish to imply you've been asking me a lot of questions, adventurer, but today we will be talking about Sewell's boots. I love the scent, the muskiness of it. It's very good. You can almost still smell his fungal feet from from 6 centuries ago. He like leans in and most exquisite, wouldn't you agree, adventurer? I can taste it in the back of my mouth. Not that I wish to imply that you've been sniffing feet on the job. Just like, what the... That's enough. I'd like to ask something else. I'm asking him all the questions because I'm learning about the lore of the Sewell. It's been a great listening to you. Can you tell me something more interesting?
Really? Do you mean it? Thank you. That's really nice to hear. I'm not used to positive feedback. Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be fun to come over and start mocking me, or touching the exhibits with their greasy fingers. The last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum was Lady Elaine. We talked a bit about Captain Lex, and the trip that ended tragically in the year 513. It was described in The Last Voyage of the Andraste. An interesting read.
See?
Although I
Humor the old man.
It should be classified as fiction. Lady Elaine thought differently. Apparently she's looking for the wreck of the Andraste. Can you believe that?
Sounds interesting. Maybe I should meet her. Yes, and I'm helping her.
Oh, that's excellent. I have a lot of respect for that kind of archaeological endeavor, even when it's based on incorrect assumptions with regard to the subject of the research. But if you happen upon any interesting objects during your search, please don't forget about the museum.
I heard you have the logbook from Andraste. Is that true? Can I see it?
Do you mean the document with information about the course, weather, position, and speed of the ship, as well as all of the stops and other occurrences kept by the captain or the first mate? More specifically, the document from the bridge of the Andraste, which sank tragically in nearby waters in the year 513. Indeed, we have it. Please wait here. Here it is, though I doubt those records will tell you anything, since the weirdness surrounding Avalon made sailing impossible. The knowledge of the precepts of navigation has been forgotten.
So it's useless? There's no way to find the Andraste?
Oh, no. We know that. You should have mentioned that you're looking for the wreck of the Andraste rather than the logbook. Every keeper knows that the Andraste was swallowed by the ocean. It's near what's currently known as Smuggler's Bay. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Alright, now we know where to find the wreck of the Andraste. The wreck of the Andraste. Did you ever say? Looking forward to being... Little creature... screams. The Horns of the South. Not that I wish to imply that I'm trapped in this building. I feel like shit. We'll get better, Hannestad. Now! Probably not, but going to a specialist soon, so hopefully I find out what the fuck is wrong. Well, good. Get it fixed. Become a strong and healthy Fredfish. We need my Fredfish being nice and healthy. Long live the Fredfish. Right, so the wreck of the Andraste is allegedly how far away? Quite a journey indeed. I see the darkness. Right, in that case, we should do those quests in that order. We'll ride our little horseski and we'll do all those quests. That's the spirit chatfish. Always wish your fellow chatfish a good recovery. It helps them get stronger. Give me that antler, you fuck. There we go. Now we have the antler to complete the shrine. Now I can summon demons. Demons! Now, Chatfish, what do you think we'll find at the wreck of the Andraste? Do you think we'll find skeletons? Do you think we'll find a sea monster? We've never found a sea monster before. That would be rather interesting if we were devoured at sea, Chatfishies. As they get gobbled up. One after the other. Disappearing into the ethers of the interwebs. Right, now we have the things to complete the ritual. Fuck, I only have... How many fucking antlers? Alright, well, I don't have enough. I hate the antlers. I hate the antlers. Alright, now we're off again, Chet. We're galloping, and we're stuck in a tree. This is not good. That sucks, Jimmy. What happened to Jimbo? I don't see Jimbo in chat. Oh, Jimmy's above. On one hand, I want to quiet. On the other hand, I'm relieved. Don't have to deal with all the bullshit anymore. What happened, Jimmy? Oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks. A demotion. Oh, yeah. I mean, the big thing is that it's one of those things where there's an extra added layer of stress, but it's okay to be upset about something like that as well. Like, don't feel bad about being upset. Don't feel bad or guilty, because I'd be upset too. It also gives you an opportunity to think about things, you know? Like, perhaps you want to try to explore a different career or a different job in a different company. If that job isn't giving you what you need or what makes you happy, don't be loyal to a place that's not giving you what you need. You know what I mean, Jimbo? But it's obviously your call, because you get to decide what you want to do. That's true. Remember, the sky's the limit. You can go and try to get a job for anything you want to do. Ow! That was close. Almost died. Some wolf bits. Set a bonfire. Alright, let's see. We can level up our spirituality, which could use levels, but our strength definitely needs assistance. And let's see, as far as our spirituality is concerned, each summon increases your mana regeneration by 15%. Each active summon increases your spell power by 5%. Make our spells stronger. Time to cook. Nothing fancy. We approached with respect. The tower allowed us to discover its potential. We don't know what it once was. We know that now it is the way home. Be careful, pilgrim. When you enter, your soul must be strong and pure. Ilbram Haka donates $50, says, for the thumbnail art, and me to be included. Hashtag Arconan. Hashtag Cookie. Hashtag Aerith Hona Hole JK don't take seriously. That's one large word. Thank you for your very generous donation. And that slaps him on. I think he wants the Dune thumbnail. I assume. For the new Dune thumbnail. I assume, so just be sure to ask. You're doing the right thing, Chumpus. It's like Chumpus! Okay. Now let's read our journal. What's the quest of the area say? The refugees had a strange dream while camping near the river. Sleeping alone here. Okay, so we gotta sleep. So rest until daytime. Incoming weird night woke you up. Oh. Oh, was that the thing I had to sleep in? Not the campfire? Okay, fair. Alright, now we're in the dreamscape. The dream that they had. Remember, chat, if you fight for House of Conan, you could be impregnated.
I'm hungry.
Alright, chat bros, we got a demon in here. I just knew it.
My toys will lay you behind.
You're speaking the weirding way, chat bros. Wee.
Help me.
Abrach.
Come closer, please.
Ah, he's one of those, Hirms or whatever.
Brief moment.
Old people.
It won't hurt.
Who are you?
My name, in your language, it'll be Abhartak. I was imprisoned years ago by your king. Human, but inhuman at the same time. I suffer, I wither, I am defiled. And they left me here to endure hunger and pain. I cannot bear this form. It is twisted and unbefitting of a foredweller.
What did you do, to Cole?
So you've come here to save that man. Fool, you cannot help him now. His humanity has been devoured. He has been freed from this pointless human existence. My death will change in nothing. It has gone too far. Instead, let me taste your blood. You too shall be freed.
What do you want to do?
Let me taste your blood. I need just a little. Let me bite you.
Why do you want to bite me?
To ease the pain. Yours and mine. I need food, and you need a bit of care. You humans are fragile. I can handle that.
No, you'll die. Well, Chatfish, we have a Chatfish decision. Chatfish, a Chatfish decision. Good luck at work, little Jimbo. Alright, chat, the poll is up. You may now vote. What shall we do to this four dweller? The four dweller. Oh, stretchy. Do we let it bite Aerith, chat? Or do we let it die? Wow. Bite Aerith is in the lead by a monumental amount. I'm surprised. Here, I was thinking that you guys would be like, kill the non-human, but you're all like, nah, bite Aerith. Chatfish are getting a little bit violent, I think. Getting a little bit mean, a little hurtful. Can't believe you, chat. That's pretty mean-spirited. Don't know why you do that. Chatfish think die. Choomba donates $2 in favor of the death of this creature. There will be no biting of Aerith, unless somebody chooses to contest. Chat, you have 60 seconds to contest. Choomba has now decided that you will not be allowing any sort of biting of Aerith to occur. That you instead will endure something better, something more, something fantastic, if you will. You will simply allow this creature to die. Yes, I think you want this, chat. 62% of you may disagree, but $2 defeats 62. Get it? 62 too? Yeah, when you think about it. 6 minus 2 is -4. Makes sense to me. That is just math, I guess. 6 One glass with cola. It is bad still. Aerith is a confirmed mutant for those. Wow. Holy crap. Ilbrum Harker donates another $50. Also, for the Hell Bucket. Hashtag Harkonnen. Hashtag Gibbs don't know what an Onahole is. Please don't TK LME. Don't kill me. I know what an Onahole is. I just choose to not do anything about it. And thank you for your incredibly generous donation. Choomba, or Jano, donates 25 Polish bucks. Hush there, Rapier. We don't know its crimes. Aerith, though, we know a lot about her misdeeds. SF, bite, free Pilu. Thank you for the donation. Sorry to hear, Cassie. It's okay, but we'll still be here, Cassie. Don't worry, Cassinator. And thank you for the donation, little gentleman. Keep up the good work, chat bitches. Oh, what? I usually, if I drink whiskey, I take it at least 50-50, says Janoberries. Hold on a second. I think I forgot to close something in the background because it might cause issues with the game. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just going to close Google Chrome because I've got a million tabs open and because I know Google Chrome has memory leaks. There we go. Also, I'm hurt. People are trying to go Harkonnen, Kasvik says. They are. Team Atreides is being attacked yet again. What did Team Atreides do to deserve this? I just like that some alcoholos generate nibbles for kibbles. Harlot donates £2. Thank you for the donation. It appears Harlot and Janos have formed a small Chatfish coalition to go against Choomba. Will nobody go to Choomba's aid? You could gain Choomba's favor by coming to his aid now. Or you could let Choomba wallow in despair as he's overrun. Either option is both fun for me. The wallow in despair part is my favorite part because I like the idea that he's just sitting there and everyone just starts defeating him. Choomba's immediately, okay, I will relent. Alright, with Choomba relenting, he is thrown in the towel. He is intimidated by Jano and Harlot's alliance. I would be too. A Polish fish and a British fish, and a chunky British fish at that. It has happened. So chat, the donor war will conclude in 60 seconds. If anyone would like to join the team to stop the biting and kill the demon, you may do so now. If not, forever hold your peace, for it looks like Aerith is going to get a little bit nibbled on. That's not, like, if I... This is why it's always fun to have chat choose decisions. Because if it were me, I would never in a fucking century let it bite me. I would kill this thing. But that's why, you know, chatfish are involved. Because chatfish are choosing crazy options. Because they're nuts. Absolutely crazy little fish. It's true. I'm right. You all know it. Alright, chatfishes. I think that's glorious enough. Let's see. All right, we got it. We got it. Yeah, I think so. I think so. All right. No ringing the bell. Donor Wars concluded. I'm just going to check the back end just to confirm. But I think we are golden, Chatfish. We are golden to proceed. It looks like nobody wants to contest that, which is good. Bada bing and bada bam. All right. There we go. Very well. Bite, Dareth. That had a very interesting result. Okay. He's dead. Welcome to String Green Branch. The Harkonnen and Atreides War is viewable in the bottom right-hand corner. Well, Arbatok, the, guess Aerith doesn't taste good. She's foul and it's inhuman. That makes sense. That's actually Aerith, so yeah. That makes sense. He is dead. I wasn't expecting that. That was kind of fucking funny, not gonna lie. Alright, well that takes care of that quest. Hunt for the weird ear. Now the weird ear is what exactly? Marg told me to find a weird deer in the night. Perhaps I should go hunting. Alright, well, good thing it's nighttime. I think I got it. Got it. Weird deer, got it. Bring him down, champions. Whoop! Bonk. I love how you have melee feels in this. Alright, well, he's dead. Okay, so that takes care of that quest, and now we continue on mission to the next quest. I guess we could check this tower while we're here. It might be something of interest. An alchemy station. Oh, perhaps I've been here already. Wow. Yeah, it's music. Yeah, I know. He was picky and ungrateful. He even had the gall to die. That extra insult to injury. Bit rude. Bit rude! Aerith, I'm sure, tastes quite exquisite. She's like, exquisite airwoof. Airwoof. Oh my god, Jed, shut up. You goobers. Alright, a boat allegedly sank somewhere out here. Well, right off the bat, I see a wreck crash into that rock. Bonk. Into the ground with you, boy. Wreck of the Andraste. Well, that was not hard to find at all. You see many of the crew have perished. Sharpening stone, some mead. Let's check the outside of the wreck. The Doombringer. Well, some good supplies. Nothing else. This one appears to be the bow section. The last voyage. It might not actually be the whole thing. Check our quest. I know where to find the second wreck of Andraste. Maybe it's time for a swim in the water. Okay, well this is a wreck of the Andraste. So let's search this piece of the wreck quite thoroughly. Okay, we missed a chest. Alright, let's see. Let's go to inventory. Drop some of this garbage. An extra shovel does us no good. And let's go to our inventory again. Go to bag and books. Andraste's logbook. Personal diary of Captain Lex. Somehow not waterlogged and ruined by water damage. He says 12th of Hawthorne Moon 518. The waters are strange. I thought the wreck was at 513, but I don't remember. Anyway, although we don't make long journeys, our recent sailings were unbearably prolonged, as if the sea currents did not favor us, and our dear Andraste. I thought I knew these waters like the back of my hand, and yet even an old sea wolf can be surprised, or something's in the air. As the wind howled and roared, dark clouds gathered over us. The storm has knocked us off course. We'll hit the rocks. If we are where I suspect we are, then we are lucky in all this misery. There should be a few caves not too far away. With the rest of the surviving crews, we should be able to drag the cargo there. Pity about the Andraste, though. So yeah, he dragged the cargo north. What do you think of that chatfish is? How do you feel about the wreck of the Andraste? Should we put chatfish on it? Like, no! Little overtoned boot over here. Now I can cast spells at my leisure, destroying all the drowners, obliterating them with my powers. All it does is make me miss Wield Dragon Age. Dragon Age is dead. It's like, the dragon. These are banditos? They are.
Is that supposed to work? This is my lucky day. This is going to hurt. Take that,
Bonk 'em.
fool!
The branded skin is useful because we can turn it in for easy gold. What do you think of that, chatfishes? You think we're doing a good job? Like, hell yeah, Bruta. This guy's dead. So is little horsey. Little horsey sad. Alright, now we need to get over there, up to that little castle. Stonely Castle. Let's just make sure we read this right. To a cave nearby. We'll check the above ground first, then we'll check the below ground. Wow. Those Borkums absolutely yeeted. Bonk. Get out of here. Bonk. Get out of here. It's like bork, bork, bonk, and gone. And then bar, bar. Okay, recharge my summons. Let's see, we gotta take a right around here, I assume.
Where do you think you're going?
I have a message for your leader, 50% chance. To the temple.
It's closed. Find a different one.
But there's no other temple.
Not my problem. Now scram before I lose my patience.
I have a message for your leader.
Oh, really? Lying to Dalrita? You've got guts, but no honor. Lucky for you, I'm always willing to give people a chance to earn it back.
Now you're gonna let me in there, or you're gonna die.
You can pass through. Just don't do anything stupid. Fran's berserkers have even less patience than I do.
Nice.
Bound to start trouble.
You're the Dalriata. Set it up.
Still doesn't tell me anything.
What's going on?
First, he showed up here like a dimwit. Now you're walking around camp like it's nothing. I look into your eyes and I don't know whether you're made of steel or you're just a fool. But you are here. And Maven didn't chop you to pieces with her axe. The runes seem to favor you, even though you're an outsider. I guess that has to be enough, for now. It's still more than you should expect. If you need something, talk to Vran. She's in charge. The woman.
You're led by a woman?
What of it? The Dalriata are not like those in Camelot. We don't make women wear frocks and sit at home. Our women have names. And if they have names, it means they earned them like all other Dalriata. Vran was chosen by One Eye, and One Eye doesn't make mistakes.
Can you tell me about One Eye?
I don't need to tell you anything. Just wait and see for yourself. When the South is free from Arthur's dogs, as it should be.
Damn. Leave.
Go. Bring glory to your ancestors. Tharov will be waiting.
The Dalratia. They're filthy savages, Chet. They must be obliterated. Huh? Around here, guilt isn't decided by words, it's earned by combat. If that's your law, then I'll face it head on. Good. That's how we do things here. What? I think something bugged, Jed. Okay. Interesting. There might be a few bugs in this game, Chet. Alright, good luck, Cassie. Had to reload that. All the way back. Oh, that's cruel. That's cruel, but that's not the end of the world. Alright, we can speed through this real quick now that we know where all the loot and shit is. God damn. Welcome to Stream Cheese, man. Hope you're having a good day. You broke through the arena fight? I know. That's not a good thing, Chad Brooks. That's a bad thing. Let's get my minions preemptively ready, all 5 of them. And we're off to save the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Chatfish, chatfish, they're my little fat fish. Now, there was a hammer called Doom Hammer or something cool. Right around here. Or was it lower? Doombringer. There we go, chat bros. Now we gotta make our way over there. Swimming through the water is always weird in this game. Alright, we save when we get closer. That's what we're gonna do. We save when we get closer. Chat fishies. Alright, let's see. Upsy daisies. Wow, look at that. Little monster dudes. Little monster dudes everywhere. Is that a tuning name? Yeah, it is. We do have Doombringer. It is a tuning name. It is not a good name for a weapon. It's actually a really bad name. It's actually a real... Bearman dead. How useful are the summons? Very. My entire build is reliant on them, pretty much. Which is why that combat encounter might have broken, because my summons might have pushed me out of it. But that's why we're going to go back in here, and we're going to kill these wolves. Now we're almost full on, like, stuff, so we're not going to do too much. Quick save again. But now we need to challenge that bitch to a duel. We need to kick her ass, and then, after we kick her ass, we need to get ready to fight those other guys. Welcome back, Boulder. Boulder has become a grayfish. A regrettable twist of fate.
Where do you... Oh, really? Look.
Oh, really? This is what you get for putting a woman as a guard.
You can pass through. Just don't do anything stupid. Franz Berserker
Guy just runs up here.
than I do. So, did you get what you needed? See you around.
I guess.
Could use some action.
Okay, we do all the talking with you. We judge him for having a woman as leader. Beautiful. Based. Just a player stash. Alright, quick saved again. And preemptively, I'm going to rest. I'm just going to go on the assumption that we need to rest in order to do this. Green Branch generously gives a membership. Thank you for the gifted membership, Green Branch. Very much appreciated. That puts us a little closer towards today's goal. Did it well. That's Jalal had to turn on. We'll check to see what you got. This has no voice acting. Holy fuck. Alright, so let's see. Damn it. Okay, we're supposed to lose that fight. No, we're not, actually. That one's hard. That's a hard one. That's one of those, I think, either gear checks or, like, weapon checks. Is the 3 max? No, if we get a 5. 5 is your max once you get all your perks. We're going to attempt to have 5 out at a time. There we go. Rejuvenated all of them. We can take like a hit and then we go down. Translators and Chatfish have been funded. Well, that's not good. Oh, that's very good. Yes, I can break this. Yeah, it's not a hard boss fight, chat. It's pretty easy, actually. But what the fuck? He's like, ah! He's just being drinked. Let's get a couple demons up so we can get that regen going a little faster. How about that? Actually, I think maximizing the summons out here is going to probably be the best idea. Right, so, yeah. This game's got a few bugs. Oh, we'll do it. It's just going to take a while. I love Summoner build. So, Chatfish, what do you think of these bugs? Do you think they're helpful? I think they're helpful. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna sit here and do this. Continue to exploit game bugs? Yes. This is gonna take a hot minute. This guy would have taken a while to kill, though. Like, it does, like, only scratches on his health bar. Yeah, don't buy this game right off the bat, I think, if it's got a few bugs. But need some cooking. The Dalriata. Them and their combat trials. How you doing? Almost 50%. Keep it drinking, the man. Earth is a thirsty bitch. Fodder order. There we go. Alright, it's a good spot to drink. This guy's like, oh, fuck. Good, Chatfish, good. That's very good. This is quite nice for the combat, isn't it? I'm sure he doesn't agree. God damn. He's just patiently waiting to die. Chatfishies! Bum batu 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 bum batu batu batu. He's just watching me cheat. It's like, dude, really? Really? Well, he's almost dead. If this is supposed to be a gear check, it ultimately failed. Vibe into some music. Let's just keep killing them. The guy's just walking around, cracks me up. He's just fucking like waddling, like, whatever. I'm just gonna go over here now. It's like, Jim, help me! Walks away. I don't think Summoner class, it's like Summoner class feels like it's kind of wasn't checked for a few things. Because almost without fail, if I have my summons active, I can actually like glitch out of the bubble. I will say that this arena would have been a nightmare for Summoner class. He's almost dead. He's super cool. See you later, cheese bro. Fucking music. It's like epic duel, but like this is the fucking battle. This is very much like Elder Scrolls, I'll say that much. Down to the bugs. How you doing? Just stops and looks at me. I think I took his health. Come on, drain him. Learn your lesson. The trespassing bar is going down. They just all follow. The tribe calls it crime. You get one chance to answer with your fist and your blade. Isn't necessary. There's no need for blood. They just kicked me out. It's just a trespass mechanic. Yeah, no, it's not a story thing. You can do trial by combat basically. To like basically, and then they'll be like, alright, you can leave, but you need to go. Around here, guilt is decided by words. It's earned in combat. Okay, yeah, they're just gonna kick me out. That's retarded. Like, it's cool, but it's retarded. It doesn't quite work, if that makes sense. Actually, wait, you might be reasonable people. Oh, wait, you're the bandits.
Your money! I've taken down bigger foes. You made a big mistake. You're loaded.
Bonk. Bonk. I wish the hitbox on the spells was a bit bigger. It feels like it's very pinned. Alright. We'll take their branded skin and their coins. Alright, now there was a cave. The cave was not above water, it was below. Oh, we didn't go to the Andraste yet, did we? Fuck. I could have sworn I went over there. Welcome back, Morty. There we go. There we go. Another 120 XP, easy peasy. Bow, bow, chicka, chicka, bow, chicka, waka, waka. Power went out for a few minutes, now I'm back. Welcome back. Southeast has been covered in storms like a week now. I hate it. That's fair. I can imagine. I like storms, but I also hate storms. I like storms like thematically, but when the power goes out, I do not like storms because that's inconvenient. Oh my god, Chatfishes, why didn't you mention this? I bet I just have to read the book like a Mongo. Yep, Jesus Louises. Yep, there we go. Oh, we got some XP. Now, Chatfishes, how do you feel about Dungans? Like, Dungans are skewy. What's your favorite kind of dungeon design in a game? I'm asking. As a developer, I'm curious. Personally, my favorite dungeons are usually dungeons where there can be quests and stuff inside them, and they're a bit more expansive. Like, or do you just like short-term dungeons where it's just like quick battles, like get through it, fight bosses, and just like run through it? We all have different tastes, but personally I lean towards like story-driven ones, mostly because that's kind of what I intend to do with our game. Or, well, we don't really have dungeons per se, but like, it's like a series of encounters. It's a bit different, sort of, maybe. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not 100% certain. I have ideas on how the game's going to work out, depending on how the code and stuff shapes out, but there's always things that change. One thing I've learned about game development is that nothing that goes to plan ever stays to plan. Exactly the way you expect it to. Things work out differently. Kib's weakness, reading. Motherfucker, I read that already, Blake. You little shit. Not only did we read it already, but we already knew. It's true. Alright, here we go. Castaway's Cave. I really like dungeons that have long-term multi-quest stuff. Also, lots of loot. So preferable set in Crypt or Lost City type dungeon. That's fair. A little bit more world or environmental storytelling, adverse to literal cave. Hey, speak of the devil. We're in a literal cave dungeon. Bonk. Right, quick save, and we move through the Gungan. See how many drowners. This dungeon's gonna have a lot of these guys, I can tell you that much. Bong, bonka, 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 bong, bonka, 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 bong, bonka, 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 bonk. There's no point looting their clothes. Their clothes isn't worth a whole lot. And we're almost full on inventory. There we go. All right. Bonka, bonka. Maybe they all became drowners. I don't know. There's a lot of drowners in here. It's kind of insane. Kind of insane how many drowners there are in here. TBH. Merlin's Thorn. Interesting. Scourge of the Seas. Alright, boss battle. Our ability to sustain damage is greatly diminished. Gotta bring my minions down here because they didn't teleport. Just overrun him, boys. Scourge of the Seas. More like Scourge of Yo Mama. It's like, Mama! This is fucking hilarious. He can do nothing. Oh, he's focusing on us. No, he can't. No, he can't. We just keep summoning. Just keep summoning. What do? We keep on summoning. And there's nothing you can do. You can just fight me. Oh. And he's basically dead. Tide Piercer. Oh, he's dead. See you later, Grunch. Be a little fishy. There we go. Perfection. Now this must be the lost treasure. It's a big dead body. Set a bonfire. Lots of little skeletons. Okay, maybe this was not the thing. Curious as to what that is. That looks kind of, you know, important. Some ancient creature had perished here. Wait, is that Seawall's resting place? Maybe? Is that Seawall? Chat? What do you think? loops back. But part of me feels like we missed something. You know what I mean? Let's just go back for a second. Oh, okay, we're good. We're not damaged. One last time. There's something about an ancient resting place of some person or another. And I think it was Sewell the Great, or Sewell the First Foot, or First Step, or whatever the fuck his name was. His moniker evades me. It eludes me. Okay, and that doesn't go anywhere. No, the Andraste's cargo wasn't a menhir, but a four-dweller. Oh yeah, it is a four-dweller. That's what a menhir, right? That is a four-dweller. I think. The menhir had four arms. The four-dwellers are different, or are they the same? No, the Andraste's cargo wasn't a menhir, but a four-dweller. Yeah, because it's a dead four-dweller. Okay, so that wasn't the burial place of Sewell. Sewell is alleged to be buried in some cave as well. Unless Sewell was a... No, I don't think so. They have his boots. Or maybe, unless those aren't his boots. And they're just some fucking dude's boots. You never know, chat bros. You never know. This is protected. Oh, it's the temple that's warded. Okay. I was wondering if it was the dead body. But you can see that the weirding is over here. Chat bitchin'. Let's talk to good old Arthur. Did you know about the mission of the Andraste?
How could I? It took place after my death, and I was not summoned back when it happened. Yet I believe they did what had to be done. If the Four-Dweller was a threat, one that could neither be questioned nor studied, then he had to die. You do not understand how dreadful these creatures are. Even with the weirdness weakened, they remain formidable foes. We cannot fault these people for defending themselves.
Okay, we can increase our magic power or an endurance to make us a little bit spunkier. Spunkier, I think. We're gonna go all into that spiritual tree. Whenever someone dies, your other summons gain 70% attack speed for 10 seconds. That's good. Summons gain health regen equal to 10% of your mana regeneration. That's also good. Makes them a little bit tankier so that they stick around for a little longer. And because my regen goes up with that, that also stacks. Alright, so that completes all the quests out here. There is a quest over there, but Branded and Exiled is where we're going to go next. Might as well get my summons ready, chat bros, for a glorious bucket-fishy adventure. There we are. Our DPS isn't too low. But we are reaching points where there's some dudes that are just one-shotting us. I'm wondering if that's because the difficulty is going to scale up from here on out, or what's going on there. We'll find out. Guess I haven't really found any good gear for a while. Turn into a big battle. Those fucking archers, though. Second chat, Rose. I think there's a little bit of a thing on Kim for a second there. Oh my god. I scared myself, chat. I think. Hold on a second. Gotta check. Gotta check. Gotta check. Gotta check. I thought I had a tick for a second, Chatfish. I don't know if that was real or what that was. That was kind of creepy. What was that? I think I'm going insane, chat. Going insane. Going insane. What was that? It felt like something crawling on me and I fucking don't know. Oh my god. I was like, is that a big bug? No, it's not. I'm just insane. There was nothing on me. I think. I'm not entirely sure. That was. Okay, that was a bug. And I got it. Oh. I hate bug shit. Hate them, I do. I hate them. Oh my god. I'm glad it's gone. I'm glad it's gone, Chad. It scared the shit out of me. Okay. Ooh. Oh god. Good lord. I don't like bugs. I'll tell you that much, shit. I don't. I do not like bugs. Big giant bug attack, Kib. Big giant bug creeps Kib out. There's a big spider. Oh. Not again. That was terrible. Alright, back to video game. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. What's happening? Where am I? Oh, my fucking health. All right. Paranoia. Paranoia. I fucking hate those archers. They're annoying little pricks.
We'll make it short working. You'll regret this.
There we go. A branded skin, good. Brandon's getting coin. Brandon's getting coin. Brandon's getting coin. You can sell the coin. Or not the coin. Proof that they are evil doers, chat. Evil fishies. There we go. Excellent. Okie dokie. There we go. Perfection. Perfection! Just gotta move the windows around. And to clean up that dead bug. Gross shit. Speeders. I don't like bugs. Yes, I have a bit of arachnophobia. And there are spiders in my apartment, I know this. But that's why I kill them whenever I see them. I've got paranoia now, chat. Help, Kib. Help Kib understand. Chatfishies, chatfishies, where are the little buggies? The buggies crawling on chatfishies. Buggies crawling on. Alright, let's see. Fuck, man. I hate spiders. I hate them. I hate bugs. I loathe them. I loathe them! In video games, whatever. Doesn't bother me. In real life, I touched it. That's what scares me about it. I touched its body. It touched my body. Bad touches. Ow. What the fuck? Oh my god, help, I'm being murdered. Minions, do your goddamn job and protect your master. There we go. That was a woman? Oh, didn't even know. Dead now. I can open this up.
What a nice day.
I'm gonna rescue this guy. Morris.
Please, don't kill me. I'm not with them. Not by choice. Don't let my face fool you. The only thing I've ever raided is my wife's pantry, after she made the preserves.
Are you Morris? I spoke with your wife.
You saw Rossin? How is she?
She's surviving, but she's been worried sick about you.
Oh, that's such a relief. I'm not happy she's been worrying, but at least I know she made it. I know how rough things can be out here at night. If it's not the bandits, it's the weird beasts. My poor Rossin isn't built for that kind of life.
She met a group of people who've helped her along the way.
That's good to know. I was beginning to wonder if there were any decent folk left around here. God, the things I've seen in this camp. I'm just glad Rossin didn't have to witness it all.
What do you want to do now?
I want to hold my wife again. More than anything. That's all that matters. Blasted cat. If it weren't for this brand, I'd head straight to the horns and beg them to let me in. As I am now, they just assume I'm another bandit who got tired of living.
Can't you cover the brand with bandages?
And what if they tell me to take it off? They'll think I'm trying to sneak in. Blasted cat. Even dead, she's still ruining my life. Wait. Maybe if I bring Cat's head to the horns, that'd prove I'm not with them. What do you think?
I have the head with me. You can take it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. May the All-Mother bless you. If there's a reward for Cat's head, it's all yours. I really hope Rossin is safe and sound somewhere in the horns. That's the only thing that matters.
Nice. Just sitting in a room full of dead bodies. It's a nice smell, I imagine. Someone is judging Goop, asked Florio. It was a spider. Spider crawled on my side, and I freaked out. That's why I wigged out and was disappeared for a while. I was like crushing the spider's soul out of its body. It fell to the floor, and I grabbed a bottle and smashed it. Then I grabbed its little dead body with a napkin and cast it into the dumpster. Okay, you know this bridge has some banditos on it. An outlawed knight. You've been a bad knight, haven't you? Come on, here he comes. His branded flesh could not avail him. Now that I think of it, I encountered a spider at work today too. Yes, these spiders are trying to take over, Chat Bros. I always knew it. I called it thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago. Now listen, chat fuckers. You know what you've done wrong. The chat fucker. We can now wear that, and it's better than what we have. That is not better than what we have. What was that? What was that? What was that? Our inventory is full. Do we have any potions or food? Jesus Louises. What's our... Oh, our capacity is still a little bit... Yeah, I see it now. It's time to get back and sell a bunch of shit. Listen, chat bros. We are on a verge of glory. We're on a little journey. We're chat fishes. We're fat fishes. Okay, now we gotta waddle back. Waddle back to that camp and turn in all our quests. I think we've done almost all of them out here, yes. We have a lot to turn in, a lot. When we turn them in, the people of the South Horn will hail us a great hero. They'll be like, Kib, Lord Kib, how have you returned? How do you fare? And I'll be like, I fare, and then we'll just at each other. And then, after we're done at each other, they'll give me their money. Oh. Florio's hiding in the bucket. Florio and Hugo Fugi. They're scared little chat fishes, aren't they? I do like how the summons just constantly teleport. Thump, 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 The summoner build is kind of special, not gonna lie to you, chat. It's kind of a bit derpy. A bit derpy. It's called a summoner build for a reason, chat. It's for summoning demons. Alright, there we go. Now we're gonna offload some of our gabogo.
It's nice to have a break.
You, motherfucker, buy my garbage. Buy it now. Nope. Lame. Lame. Get rid of it. Don't care. New spell. Winter's Crone's Wraith. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a lot more damage. We have new spells, chat. New spells. Tide Piercer. It's a cute weapon, but unfortunately it's of no use to me. A Kib God. For Kib Gods need not worry about chatfishes. True. Trial of Wrath. Spinebreaker. Doombringer. We have a lot of gold. Amass 10,000 wealth. The 1%. We have done it, chat. We have become wealthy beyond our wildest imaginations. Just screams. Is that two-handed weapon? One-handed. Might be useful. One day, perhaps. Alright, with that done, now we can go down here and turn in the quests. All a bajillion of them. Gabajillion. Wait a minute, we have to talk to the little murder psychopath fucker at the gate.
What a nice day.
Yeah, what a nice day in this land.
Looks like you've got stiff competition. Some old codger brought in the head of Bold Kite. Freshly severed from what I've seen. I hadn't even posted a bounty yet, but I gave him the reward anyway. Gotta keep that kind of spirit alive. Please, state your business.
I'm like to band leaders.
You keep bandits.
I like to collect bounty bandits.
You're my favorite killer. Go, the hunt awaits.
240 coins from all those little flaps of skin. Earth is both bangable and rich, a rare combo. When you're inside that good old puss, you know that you're in gold. Chat's like, what the fuck? She's like, okie dokie, that's fucking weird. Chalking it up on the with a weird board. They get a little fucking piece of chalk and they just like add on the tally. Weird fucking things today. Number 7. Number 7. Now we turn in all these quests, chat, and you will learn to respect me more than you possibly could hope.
Hope nothing bad happens to... I promise you, dear. Cat is dead. We're safe here now.
And they just let you in with that brand? No trouble at all?
No, none at all. You see, I had some help. Oh, you're here. Good. This is
Ripper gifts of membership. Thank you for the gift of membership. Very generous.
the one who took down Bald Cat. Oh, I really owe you for that.
It was my pleasure.
Here, I got a reward for Cat's head. Of course, no one believed I was the one who killed her. But to that pencil pusher up there, a head's a head.
And this is from me. It's not much, but no amount of gold could ever repay having my husband back.
Are the two of you going to be alright?
No need to worry, love. As long as we're together, we'll be just fine.
Yes. I hope they'll let us stay here a bit longer. We'll make ourselves useful, but I just don't have the strength to move on right now.
My poor dear. Don't worry, I'll take care of you now. And before long, you'll be as right as rain.
All right. That solves that mystery.
Feels heavier.
Now I must turn in yet another quest, becoming more powerful than Chatfish could possibly imagine. Elaine, there we go. She's gonna be over there. Damn you, Gibbs, your hot cat girl avatar combined with your manly voice has developed a weirdly specific fetish within me. What? That's not my fault. That's not my problem either. That's your problem. Aerith is a sexy bitch. However, Aerith does not have a man voice. I may wear the skin suit of Aerith. The skin suit. But I am no Aerith. I've located the wreck of the Andraste. I didn't find a figure, but I did find the skeleton of a four-wheeler.
Unbelievable. The book clearly described a figure like a menhir. Oh, no. I never thought it could be actual four-dweller. Probably one of the lost. Elvis never described him as a living, intelligent creature. More like a piece of furniture. So many years after the war, and the keepers treated him so callously. And there was so much we could have learned from him. Well, that doesn't change the fact that I was terribly wrong. I'd convinced myself that I would find what I was looking for on the Andraste. Oh, what a silly old goose I've turned out to be. Here, take these coins as a token of my gratitude. Although the knowledge you found is invaluable, you are a bright child. Who knows? Maybe you'll find a way to beat the wordness.
Who knows? Maybe Chatfish will get tickled. I should head to the tavern and speak with the innkeeper. Done that. Kitrin died in childbirth in one of the cells at the island. So I should tell her husband the truth. Where is that person? I don't think that person's here. It turns out the captain isn't at the Horns. If I want to meet him... Miscellaneous quests. The trial has begun. I need to catch the prey. Steakfather Shrine. Bromar's No Face. The last bandit on Cillian's list. I need Bromar No Face. Fardagas asked me to bring me all the tags of the keepers that I find. These, I think, are repeatables. Repeatable quests, chat. Now we just need to waddle up and continue our journey. Continue our glorious little chatfishy journey. Or not. I don't know. We'll see. I think our journey will actually come to a close. Yes. It is probably time, chat, to save and wrap up today's stream. Because today's stream has reached a threshold in which I don't want to continue. So, we are going to be done streaming this for today. We'll continue this maybe later, maybe not, unless I see larger amounts of interest, but I have to stop streaming it. It's just not at a threshold in which we can safely stream. It isn't. It's one of those days, the busy days, chat. So we're going to be falling to a fallback stream today, where we're going to do some good old... The fish must flow. Yes. A surprise stream. I had prepared this in advance, because I figured this week might go this way. But I didn't think I'd be needing it now, of all things. Weird. Oh no, we're not going to do Helldivers. We've overstreamed that a bit too much. Though then again, the viewership for that is quite tremendously good. I maybe should. But instead we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. This might be the last stream of this, because I don't see any large will to continue, so that's fine. But it's an interesting game. We'll see if we continue it. If it gets any additional funding for this, they'll have to be funded to go forward. Unfortunate. I know, chat, I know, but there's no collective will in the bucket. The bucket have moved on, it seems. So, we're going to be playing a little game that I basically restored as a little bit of a... what do you call it? A surprise. It wasn't meant to be done yet. Well, Seki Jokes, if you donate for it, I'll start doing it. But it has to be funded. Only upon its funding will I do it. Now, let's see. More importantly, we must look at things that have interest. Glorious. Yes, this is quite the treat for Chatfish. Quite the surprise. I know, you didn't expect to be rewarded with such a special stream. But you will be nonetheless, chat. You will be nonetheless. But yes, if you would like more Tainted Grail, you'll have to donate for the hashtag to get it funded from this point forward. Either way, we will see you